Good afternoon, traders. Welcome to the More Analytics Afternoon Energy Podcast for December 9th, going into the 10th. I'm going to start off with natural gas. Okay, on an overall basis, trade below $8.20, 0.8 warned a decent pressure. We saw $6.68.6 of that so far. A couple other bearish calls in here. Those are all off hold. Then the trade above 281.10 brought in $2.68.5 to the upside, as well as a number of other bullish calls in here. Those are on hold. I said we may now be in a bearish correction against the move up from the lows. I warned in the post-market podcast on Friday that this went out warning of pressure from the 528.90 close, and that a maintained gap lower would also leave a minor bearish reversal above from the 501.40 open, and we have come off down to 456.50. Additionally, we broke below this formation right here, which I said more to pressure. That came in at 496.70, and then also below this formation right here, which at the time came in at 490.30, and we've come off down to 456.50. We are now coming down to this main formation, which comes in at 455 or 456 actually. Plus 0.7 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'd like to see a bit of a bounce off here, at least a half a day's range, but decent penetration below here will project this downward another $1. If we break below there decently and back up through it decently, look for decent short covering to come in, possibly for days. Okay, the crude oil continued to roll over. I'm not going to go over all the higher time frame stuff today. Trade above 57.59 brought in $2.91 of strength. Another bearish call here. Those are on hold. And then I said the trade below 59.98 warned of pressure. That was the trade back below here. And we have seen pressure down to 581 or 58.12 so far. Decent trade back above this formation, which is going to come in at 58.86 plus 0.4 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll warrant decent strength. And the RBOB, or unleaded gasoline, tomorrow has a good likelihood of seeing range expansion. We came shy of final exhaustion at 177.33 to 680 with a 177.96 low and rallied 9.59 cents to these highs before rolling over. This in general has continued to show weakness. Decent trade above this general area though, above 181.17 to 181.64 may bring in some strength. Take out this formation right here, which is going to come in at 183.25 minus 3 per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will project this upward 4 cents plus. Okay, and the heating oil left a minor bearish reversal above yesterday. The trade below 234.12. Back in here and below 233.28. We wanted pressure. We've seen pressure down from there down to 225.40, as well as leaving that bearish reversal above. Decent trade back above this formation right here, which is going to come in at 227.59. minus 0.3 of a tick per hour starting at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will warn of decent strength. I'd be aware of possible exhaustion levels down here too at 223.89 and then 221.29 to 220.09, which is an extension and a corrective exhaustion levels. Maintain gap higher will leave a minor bullish reversal below. Okay, and the Brent. The trade below 234, excuse me. The trade below 63.37 and 63.34, where both of these lines had bearish calls below both of them, which came in right next to each other. That has brought in trade down to 61.83. Decent trade back above this line right here, which is going to come in at 62.79. Plus 0.4 of a tick per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll warrant decent strength. Like to see a bounce off this line before breaking below it. It's going to come in at 61.52 plus 0.5 of a tick per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Decent break below there. We'll see warrant a decent pressure, possibly for $2.50 plus. But again, we'd like to see a bounce off of it first. If we don't see a bounce off of it first, then the likelihood of it breaking below and back up through it is greater. If we break below it decently and back up through it decently, look for decent short covering to come in. And the gas oil left a minor bearish reversal above yesterday. We had seen this break above this line. We were looking for $16 plus to the upside. We saw a 20.75 before rolling over. Then we left the bearish reversal above. And from the 663.25 open, we have come off down to 642.75. Be aware of possible exhaustion levels down below here at 640.25 to 636.25 and lower. If we were to break back above this line right here, that would warrant a decent strength. That's going to come in at 652.89. Plus 3 per hour starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Maintain gap higher in there will leave a minor bullish reversal below. And the cadence going into tomorrow is the RBOB is the strongest of the three, the crude oil in the middle, and the heating oil the weakest of the three relative to one another. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you on tomorrow's podcast.